You can creatively weave the loving kindness practice into your daily life. When you're feeling deficient or unhappy, when you're afraid, you might pause, be aware of your heart, and mentally offer a prayer to yourself. You might say, "May I be happy. May I accept myself just as I am. May I feel peaceful and safe." If it helps at these times, simply place your hand gently over your heart, and then notice what happens when you offer kindness to yourself. In a similar way, you might set the intention each morning for a week to reflect on the goodness of someone that you care about, to send that person your prayers. And then throughout the day, whenever you remember, you might send your wishes of well-being. After a week, notice how your feelings have changed in relating to this person. And does their behavior change towards you? With practice, your relationships with your inner life, with others, will become infused with a fresh openness and quality of care. We lose touch with the wisdom and kindness of our hearts when we get triggered by fear or anger. At these moments, we often say or do things we later regret. Now, one of the great blessings of mindfulness is that it teaches us to slow down, to pause, and to deepen our attention. Viktor Frankl writes that between the stimulus and the response, there is a space. And in that space is our power and our freedom. If you can remember to pause in the midst of difficult situations, mindfulness will help you connect with your natural wisdom and compassion. What follows is a guided meditation that I've called Contacting Our Inner Wisdom. And this reflection can help you get a sense of how to come home when stuck in reactivity. Sitting comfortably, allow your attention to rest in the breath. Relax with the in-breath. Relax with the out-breath. And beginning to scan your life, sense if there's some recurring situation that leads you to reacting in a way that you regret. Now begin to scan your life and bring to mind some recurring situation where you end up reacting in ways you regret. It could be a situation, most likely with other people, where you in some way get aggressive, or you withdraw, or you feel judgmental, or you get careless, or you might behave in a way that causes harm to yourself or another. Now, as if you're watching a movie, let the situation unfold until you get to the frame where you become most emotionally stuck, most reactive. Let yourself feel in the thick of it, and you might notice the kind of things going on through your mind, the experience you have in your body, how you're feeling and what you're inclined to say or do. Once it feels alive and real to you, freeze the frame, pause, and imagine that you could step away. Imagine that you could be instantly transported to a much more peaceful, safe kind of space. You might imagine what that space might look like in nature, some sort of a sanctuary, a building, a room that's comforting. Just take a few breaths and sense that you're in this space. Look around, see what you see. And know that you're about to meet a being who's very wise and filled with compassion. You might sense who comes to mind when you hear those words. Perhaps it's Gandhi or Kuan Yin, the Bodhisattva of compassion, Mother Mary, Jesus. Perhaps someone you know personally, a grandmother or a child, a wise friend. Perhaps it's your dog. Sense who's here. Sense a being that appears, that's lucid and kind. This being wants to help you and is going to do so by taking over for a while, by inhabiting your body, by bringing his or her energy right to you from the inside out, the clarity, the kindness. And you're going to become an invisible witness for a while. So first, notice what it's like, how the experience in your body changes as this being of wisdom and compassion takes over. What does your body feel like? Your heart? Your mind? Now you're going to be transported back into this situation, and this being is going to be navigating. And just notice, as the witness, how does this being respond to the circumstances? You might notice what this person or being's intention is. You might notice, looking through the eyes of wisdom and compassion, what this being perceives about the others involved. What does he or she say or do? What's the outcome of the situation when a being of wisdom, of kindness, is navigating through it? And when there's a sense of completion in that situation, go back to where you first encountered that being, a place of safety, of peace, and switch. You're now inside your body, breathing, feeling your life, your heart, your senses. And now listen. This being is going to whisper in your ear some words of advice, some reminder or message, something valuable for you to remember. Can you imagine how in the days and weeks and months to come, when this situation arises, that you can pause, remember this wise message, and that you can have access to the wisdom of your own awakened heart?